Well, here we are, waiting on Ricky. He's
always waiting on Ricky.
Always waiting on Ricky. But who's the biggest one to trash talk about being late?
Ricky.
Yep.
Weird. We're on time.
We're on time.
Amazing.
And no Rick. In fact,
no Rick.
I don't think Rick or Phyllis even know it's daytime over
It's a
there.
dark Rick.
It's a dark Rick over there. We're going to take Rick's new rig on its first journey here. Probably can't see this real well on the camera, but I think it's a 2019, is that right? Kenworth T880, aka the Turbine Suburban, and his freshly made flat rack, which is still not painted yet, but we're on a rescue mission of some parts that have been in chassis jail. And we heard there's maybe some other people go and do the same thing, so we want to make sure we get our stuff. I've been patiently waiting for almost 4 years. Rick got most of his car out last year, but we're gonna see what we can do to make the best of this day, and hopefully nobody ends up in the hospital or jail.
Yeah, that.
Well, everybody, we are in I don't know, Lapeer, Michigan, and we're at Chris Jarman Performance, aka J&S Motorsports, J&S Performance, aka even his own employee got locked out now because he keeps the door locked, aka Fuel Injection Systems. Is that the latest company he's running?
Yeah, fuel injection.
Yeah. We're 3 months from being 4 years into a car build that Rick and I both joined together at with 2 different cars, and we're finally here to pick up our stuff. So figured I'd do a little 3-minute video of what's going on. And there he's bringing parts out that are supposed to be mounted to the car, by the way. That looks like one for my car, so it's kind of weird. Told me that was all mounted. It's supposed to be wired, mostly wired, fully Lexand. All the front clips supposed to be ready to snap on the car, rear end in it and everything. So we're over here to get our stuff back, and hopefully we can keep it civil. But Rick's over that.
No civil. He brought non-civil.
Yeah, Rick brought non-civil. His name's Matt Willis. All right, we'll check in again, but this is the first installment of this journey. Well, 3-1 go. We're at Chris Jarman's place, or whatever it's called now. It's Advanced Fuel Injection Systems. And like I said earlier in the video, this is there's Matt over there loading up what's supposed to be my 6.0 certified roller chassis Camaro that I paid for in December. It'll be 4 years. This is my Camaro. It's a 2010. I have the title. I own it. I have the second set of keys with me. I've let him have it here since March, I think, when I picked that chassis up to get it powder coated, and then I brought the chassis back, and he promised me 30 days it would be finished and complete and back in my hands. I gave him 60 before I even contacted him, and it's been excuses after excuses, just like it's been for the past almost 4 years. He thinks he's going to take this car back inside, but I'm taking it with me today. And I will, if he's due some money for labor, I'll take that car somewhere and have somebody get it into roller condition. And whatever it costs, I'll take off what his labor bill was supposed to be, and I would be possibly willing to pay him some of that if he wants to bill me. I'm not going to offer it up, because for 4 years he has done nothing but lied. And this isn't just me, it's Rick. Those red doors over there are from a beautiful 68 Camaro that he took apart, and the body's not even here. He hasn't finished that. He started on that before my car was started. So I'm just trying to document this. I don't know if this will make it to YouTube, because I'm not into trashing people, but I might put it on Facebook or something like that, just to make sure we're in the good here for what we're doing. I want to have integrity. I'm not trying to get into name calling and slinging or anything like that, slinging mud, but it's pretty disappointing. It's been a somber ride over here for me. It's 2.5 hours. We've been here probably 6-8 times over the last 4 years. because it was almost ready, and we'd get here and he wouldn't show up, or we'd get here because he's ready for me to be fitted in it, and I'd sit in it, and I'm sitting on a block of wood, and he's faking that he's got pedals made and pulls them out of another car to act like he's gonna put it. It's just been a smoke show for this whole time. So anyway, not to get too long-winded, but this is my car. I own it. Title's in my name. It's always been in my name. It's paid for, and it was supposed to be covering the labor for this, but since it's not done, we're taking it back with us. Well, here comes Rick's body. This was a running car when he dropped it off nearly 4 years ago. They're wheeling it out. That's the shape it's in now. That was a running car when it came here.
Ain't that something?
That's so sad. And this is what...
He's got to run a cord to the semi, to the APU or whatever, and to get power.
Oh, I thought the 12 volt would charge it.
No.
This is what's left of all of our parts in my car. Ugh. There's a new scratch.
Huh?
So there's a new scratch.
So this car was running at one point, huh?
Yeah. Been a while though. Just looking for scratches where the car just touched the trailer. Officer here is really cool. Super thankful.
The chassis that...
Well, good morning, 3-1 Go. Tried to start recording earlier and the format was off on the video, and then I got sidetracked. But I'm right back to where I started again, first round. I'm sitting here waiting to get loaded in Holland, Michigan, on a job site. Just chilling in Bonnie. My 1990 K100. Kind of sitting here on the side of the road with the hazards on and my strobe light. We're gonna back in a driveway across the street, get loaded with a crane or an excavator, and we're hauling sand off site. There's nowhere for them to pile it for the basement they're digging. Must be a real close quarters. So we just went and did a round of topsoil out of Door up into Hudsonville, and now we're back. So hoping to find a way to mount this camera where you guys can see what's going on, so I'll do my best with that. That's about it. Fighting the heat and the dust. Soon I'll get my AC working and I'll cut back on the dust and at least have a little bit of comfort from the heat. So it's currently 82 degrees here at around 10 o'clock this morning, but sure is nice. We've had a lot of good weather lately, and I'm thankful for it. So we'll check in later. Rubber set down. Well, 3-1 Go. It is a hot one today. It's been a while since I used my microphones because I haven't filmed in the truck in a while, other than the last few times with Bonnie here. So I'm trying to get back in the habit, and backing up to dump right now, so I want to try to show you guys a little bit of that. But you can see out here and see what's going on. But I gotta get a spot to clamp you down here as soon as I get stopped, and then I can, sorry for the close facial shot there. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Will you let me stay? Will you stay in place, bud? I don't want to lose the microphone or anything like that, so I'm trying to. You guys can see that or not. It's a little crooked, but here we go. But we started out this morning with a little bit of wait time. We sat for a fairly good amount of time waiting to get in the job, and the job was not ready for us, so we got sent for topsoil out in door, and then boy, it looks like we're leaning pretty good. I'm getting a little nervous here. I don't like that, but there we go. I think the guy loads me a little crooked. It's the only thing I can think of. But anyway, we went and got topsoil indoor, brought it here to this yard, dumped it. Then they were ready for us. We went back and they loaded us up with some junky materials like topsoil / rocks and roots and everything I don't love putting in my trailer, but we did it anyway because I came to do a job. And they sent us to a different dump yard for a few rounds with that. And, try not to grind gears here. Then I got 2 loads into this yard. The rounds take quite a while, so obviously we're at the end of the day. And I think I got 4 loads. 5 loads. So not too bad for the amount of travel time that we're putting in. I'm just getting some paperwork done here while I wait for the box to come down, and then we'll get out and do a little walk around and let you guys see what's going on. All right. Yeah, there's not any room on the job site for this material. It's decent sand, they can backfill with it, but rather than lose it or waste it, they're hauling it back to their yard and then they'll use it again somewhere else. So she is dirty, but this truck has been doing good, working good, getting around well. Pretty happy. Would love a little more power and a little air conditioning, but we can work with it. We can work with what we have. It would be fine if it wasn't 80 or 90 every time I'm in this truck, but 87 today. So there is that. See if I can hook you guys back up where you can see me now. There we go. So yeah, it's been a good day. I'm kind of done working for other people for the week. I'm headed over to the house and I'm going to do a job tomorrow for my cousin, that guy that painted my sleeper. I'm going to work on his driveway. And haul him a load of gravel probably, and then we are up for Silver Lake tomorrow. Tomorrow. It's Friday already. It's Thursday today, so that is the plan. Looking forward to another weekend. Get to spend some time with the kids. Hoping Casey and Kelsey and Daisy will come up, and I believe Haley and Derek and the boys will be back from their camping trip on Saturday. So I think we're all going out to dinner Saturday night. So if Casey doesn't change his mind, then I'll get to spend time with all my kids and all my stepkids. So when I say all my kids, I mean all of them. I only say step for explanational purposes. I don't think of them as any less than my own. My stepdad raised me, so I know what that's like to be on the outside looking in. I would never do that to him. So anyway, enough about that. Hope you guys are having a great day. I think I'm gonna head back to the yard and call it a day. Keep the rubber side down. Well, here we are over at my cousin Aaron's house. This road was full of holes. This right here is a little high, but I left it that way so it'd be the same as his driveway, and then water can drain off. But it was super low right through here and up there. His driveway wasn't bad, but I widened it up a little bit. This is nice and smooth up to his driveway. After that, it drops off so the water can run towards the ditch there. But this is his driveway. This here was super low and all the dirt was pushed out into his yard. So I pulled everything into the middle and regraded it. But hopefully he's happy. I'm pretty happy with it.
Later, will you help me organize?
Yep.
It's like a whole 360-degree experience.
What are you guys working on?
We are working on organizing the shed, the mess of our shed.
Oh, we found one!
Oh, yay. We have a
And
small shed and a lot of stuff.
yeah.
And a lot more stuff now because after our fire, we put everything in the shed when the motorhome was going
From
to
the
be.
side compartment.
So we bought an assorted,
Emptied out.
Hey, Papa, look, I got many.
Got a pegboard up there.
Put all them together, put all these black things together, okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
I fixed one. I fixed one.
Took them all together. Please.
Are you helping Papa?
Well, can you help me?
You want me to help?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can help you.
Good morning. Welcome to the wrap-up video. I'm a little behind on this, so I'm actually doing a recap on Monday morning, but it's okay. It's still part of the video, and you get to see Bonnie. We are backing out of the driveway here. Gonna do a partial day of hauling stone like we did last week. And I've got a couple of things to do this afternoon, so I have to stop a little bit early, but tomorrow and the rest of the week, at least through Thursday, we should be in the truck all day for those 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then Friday I have a job I may have. I don't know if I got the bid yet or not. I'll have to get that sent in tonight and try to verify we're gonna have it before I commit to the day Friday, but that's for next week's video. This week, what did we do? We stayed up at the campground until Monday, and then Monday we headed home. God, it's been so long I can't remember. I'm pulling out on the road, so I'm trying not to be distracted with my driving, but I might be a little distracted with the video because I'm trying to do the best job I can driving here. But trying to remember last week, Monday. I think we went and just grabbed the trailer. On Sunday, loaded everything up. Yeah, that's right. We loaded up the trailer at the end of the previous video and moved to the campground. And then we stayed at the campground Monday. I did a recap when I was cooking breakfast. So at that point, we drove home. And I think we just worked around the house and the yard and moved things around, parked the trailer, unhooked things, whatnot. And then Tuesday, we went to Lapeer, Michigan. Metamora Township, to be exact. And my friend Rick and I and Matt went and picked up some property that belonged to us that had been misrepresented and held hostage and lied about and every other thing you could think of for the better part of 4 years. December, actually, after Christmas, would make it 4 years. So I'm not trying to be exaggerating on it being a full 4 years, but it was close enough to 4 years that I was fed up. I had enough. Rick was beyond fed up. Matt was fed up years ago because he didn't trust the guy, and I kept giving him the benefit of the doubt, and every time we turned around there was another story and another death in the family and another hardship. And I'm a pretty understanding guy, so I feel bad for people when they're going through tough things, and I let him drag it out and drag it out and drag it out. And I even took the car home, got it powder coated, brought it back to him, and he even said to us when we were in the driveway where there to pick it up, because he didn't think we were going to be smart enough to be persistent and get the car. He's like, it's almost done. Just wait a couple more days, it'll be done. He had told me he cut all the Lexan for the windows, which meant the doors were mounted, the front clip was mounted, the frame for the windows were made, and he was cutting Lexan. He said he was all done except for one piece. And when I got there, you'll see, or you've already seen in this video, he never even put the doors on, the clip on. Nothing was done. He might have worked on the car for between 2 and 4 hours since I dropped it off. So I'm glad Rick and Matt were there, because I would have probably believed his BS and just let him keep dragging it out. But he started bringing our parts out, and then he brought my chassis out, and then he brought my other car out that I was going to give him for the labor, but he didn't do anything. He did very little. He might have done $2,000 to $4,000 worth of labor the whole time, in my opinion. And then we didn't get all my parts. Oh, truck just passed me. I thought I was going to blow the windows out. He never gave me all the stuff that I had bought and paid for, so I think the money that he might have put into labor would even out if I don't ever get my parts back. And in fact, I still think he owes me money, but I'm okay right now with where things are because I didn't lose everything, and I got my Camaro back. I have a 2010 Camaro SS. Used to be pretty fast, and we put a stockish motor in it because I was selling it. And I think once we sell the Corvette, I will probably do something with that to make it my toy again. And it's a drivable, air conditioning, heated seats, four-seater. Bring the kids along with us car, and it's pretty. I'll try to post some better pictures of it. I had a few pictures in here already, but I'll post some nice views of it. But anyway, we got it all back, so I'm very thankful for that, being able to have it back in the garage. And I thought maybe I lost it because I trusted this guy. At the end of the day, I think we're gonna be okay. But that was Tuesday. Got back late. Sugar, myself, John Sorg, he stopped over. Thanks, John, for all your help, and Sugar, of course. We grabbed all the stuff out of Rick's, and thanks to Rick and Matt, 100%. They were like the driving force to all of it. But we got all the stuff out of Rick's trailer, put all the parts away, put the chassis away, put it in a storage unit that I have at home. And it's kind of done for now. The other Camaro, we call it Black Betty. I got Betty White, which is supposed to be the new car that was never built. And then I have Black Betty, which is the Camaro. I don't know if those names stick or not. I just called them that. I call my truck the same thing, but you know, Black Betty, Bam Lamb. And all that got put away Tuesday, and then Wednesday I worked in this truck. I went and I cannot remember where I worked. Yes, I can. I did this job. I hauled stone, and it was a great day. Made some good money. This truck is super light, so I can haul more tonnage legally, and it was fun to be able to know we were making money. So I went and did that, and then on Thursday I worked for another customer, and that was a full day as well. We hauled some spoils, they call it. It's just when they dig a house out, if it's not good clean sand or topsoil, they call it spoils. But we hauled some of that out. The site was a little tight to get in and out of. I don't think I got to show you guys any of that, but I wished I would have. It was a slower pace day because we had to wait on trucks to get loaded and the crane to do its job, but maybe hauled 5 loads that day. And in this video you'll see we were dumping a couple, or at least 1 load at the dump site. And then Friday I went and did an excavating job, or driveway. I call it driveway dressing or whatever. We cleaned up an old driveway in a private road. So it was a little skid steer time, and it gave me a little shorter day so I could head up north. And then this weekend we worked on cleaning the shed. We hung out with family, my niece Amanda and her husband Simon, and Josh and Nicole came over, and Sorg came over. John Van Vielen and his wife Steph came over. It was a good weekend. We just kind of didn't have to go racing. And I don't say that like it's a bad thing to go racing, but racing kind of like a job. You do it, you got to be serious about it. You don't get to spend time with people. And we did that this weekend. Then Saturday, most of the day, we organized a shed and went to Craig's Cruisers with the grandbaby boys. Casey didn't come up with Daisy or Kelsey, so we didn't get to see them, unfortunately. But rained on us Sunday or Saturday night. It was kind of cool. We were at the ice cream place and it rained, and then went back and watched a movie, and a couple more people stopped over. It was nice. Sunday we came home. We had to go to a funeral for a family member. It's nice to see everybody, but not in those circumstances. And then I'm trying to think of what else happened. We just kind of, we went out for drinks with my sister Kim. We got appetizers and drinks afterward, and spent some time with her. We love spending time with her. It doesn't happen often enough. But that's about it. I'm out here living my best life, driving my 1990 K100 cab over, just enjoying the creature comforts that they had in 1990. And they did make air conditioning, but this one doesn't have it running yet. We're working on that. I've talked about it enough times. I'm not even complaining about it, because like today it's only 78 and it feels pretty good. Once I'm off the camera here, I'll roll the window back down and I'll be able to hear, or be able to get some air. I got it up right now part way so you guys can hear me. But next week, what do we got going? We're working on the mean one. We're working on trucks, trying to get my AC working, and this is one of the plans. We got a list of things to do to Reba before we go to gravel, which is about 8 days away. We're leaving Wednesday morning, so I got a bunch of stuff to do to that. I'll be bringing that home Sunday. Hoping that the new car, Cindy Lou, will be close to being able to test here in a few weeks. I don't know. I'm not going to push Dylan for it because he's got enough stuff going on his own, and for me with work. He works for us a few days a week. But just looking forward to that. For cab overtime this summer yet. And I think Travis is coming over one of these days, maybe tomorrow or Wednesday, to check bearings on the mean one, make sure that thing's good to go for gravel. Because we do turn it up a little bit more than we normally run it there, or run around here or down there. So he just wants to make sure there's no surprises, so it's not a big deal. We'll check the oil filter, I guess, and then put it on the hoist if he wants it there, pop the pan off. And I mean, worst case scenario, roll rods and mains in it, but that's above my pay grade. So that being said, we'll have more video for next week, but this is the end of this one. Thank you all for subscribing. We've saw a huge influx of subs the last 30 days. For us, it's big. I kind of thought we'd already have made 500 early in the summer, but I didn't know what to expect. I was just maybe wishful thinking or whatever, but we're at like 362 today, I think, or maybe 363, but we were so far below 200 not that long ago. So thank you all for that. I hope you guys are willing to share the channel and give us ideas on how we can make it better. It's just our life. It's what we do every day, and I'm trying to like share it and make it. I really enjoy the videos that I watch, so I'm not trying to like copy them, but when they share all their, like if they go to a restaurant and they're ordering food and talking, I like watching that, so I'm going to try to do more of that kind of stuff. So just leave a comment if you like some of the stuff we're doing. Leave a comment if you don't. I'll take it into consideration and see if it works for me, if there's something better out there. But thank you so much for everything. God bless you guys. Keep the rubber side down.